This is the Iron Serbian of Capital Chaos TV. I'm hanging out here with the Dread Crew of Oddwood.
And we are blowing it up on Capital Chaos TV.
Now we hoisted Britain's flag, but we're 10-1, that scheming pack. To hell with it all, we'll never fall. The Dread Crew of Oddwood, now hear our call. Some real sweet cocktails, my heart goes out.
This is the Iron Serbian of Capital Chaos TV, and we're hanging out here with
The Dread Crew of Oddwood.
Very cool. How long has that band been in existence?
Since 2008. Cool. So a while. A minute.
Remnants of other bands such as?
Well, it was sort of a weird symbiosis of old bands like, God, dare I say Hellhound and Murzik? But not really. It's totally taken on its own thing since then, and it's become something completely new and different.
And you have a new album, fourth album, right?
That is correct. Our fourth album, Lawful Evil.
And who came up with that title?
I don't actually know. It was, we're all D&D nerds.
Okay.
So we'll just go with all of us.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember who it actually was.
Huh. And the artwork on your new album is, that's from an artist that did a bunch of Warcraft and other stuff. Is that right?
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
And then World of Warcraft as well. His name is Mark Gibbons. He is a fucking badass. And the fact that we had the guy who, like, helped design Hydralisks fucking paint us as heroes, we all pissed ourselves just a little bit, and it was rad.
Look for the hidden Hydralisk on the front cover of Lawful Evil.
Oh, wow. So is there some other hidden art in that album or within the design of the entire album?
I'd say, like, it's...
Under the CD.
There's a lot of stuff under the CD. There's a lot of weird random shit in the booklet done by our toy pianist, Riven Rahl. And on the cover, there's a lot of inside jokes.
Yeah, Easter
you
eggs.
just got to find them if you're nerdy enough to know what we do. There's plenty of stuff to laugh at there.
What made you put yourselves on the front of the album as opposed to some demon or some god or something?
That would be narcissism.
Okay, very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. Maybe you'll be running for president one day then.
No. Probably not. Maybe president of the Long Beach I drink a little bit too much club.
Oh, okay. Are you guys ale drinkers, liquor drinkers, clear liquor, or
Whiskey.
So he's a big whiskey
Coffee.
fan.
whiskey guy?
I can't pick one.
Okay.
There's too many. Let's go with I like ales. I like ale, IPA.
Very cool.
Whatever. I'll drink anything though.
Is there some ales, craft brews from your area that you care to share that we should give a shot to?
Well, it's not quite from my area, but Ballast Point, man.
Okay.
Ballast Point. I'm a big Ballast Point fan. Lots of great shit from that brewery. And I recently just tried everything they had at the Coronado Brewing Company in San Diego. That's fucking killer. Some killer stuff there.
One of my favorites is the Modern Times Coffee Stout.
Very cool.
Yeah. Is that from local to us?
Yeah.
Modern Times,
Yeah, Modern Times.
And are you an imbiber yourself?
Yeah. Pretty much everything but tequila, but my favorites are just dark beers and coffee.
Have you had some negative experiences with tequila?
Yeah, one is enough, I think, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
No doubt. And your music is not that far removed from, say, Dropkick Murphys or Flogging Molly.
No, it would be an understatement to say that we were not influenced by those bands heavily, especially in the early years. Yeah, one of our albums has like a straight quote from Dropkicks.
Oh,
like
okay.
those bands were absolutely influential in what we do. Though we think that what we do is, can be considered separate.
And it's nice to see those bands still active and still relevant musically.
Oh yeah, dude, crazy shit. We used to play at for a minute. We had a residency at Matt Hensley's club before it kind of changed ownership and eventually closed. Of Flogging Molly, Matt Hensley of Flogging Molly. But yeah, no, it's great to see. Like those bands kind of created the whole, a lot of the demand for that genre of music that I think we clearly benefit from.
And it's a kind of music that attracts women and men.
I mean,
It's not like
And other genders. Other genders in addition to those two.
yeah, cross-dressing, dressing up for sure.
the cross-dressing Irishman. I mean, who isn't aware of that stereotype?
And What made you get
Just
into
me.
what made you get into pirate music as opposed to gangster rap or death metal?
Well, I don't even know. It all started at this crazy convention we went to. It started as like a video game convention, like
Okay.
way back in the day down in San Diego. It was very small, EchoCon. An Ecco the Dolphin thing. It was like it was a nautical thing. We were like, hey, well, it's nautical, so
Yeah.
maybe we could kind of dress in a way that is referential of the nautical theme. And it kind of came out as pirates. It didn't necessarily mean to be pirates, and it worked. And people tend to like it, and people were into the pirate thing, so we just ran with it. And here we are.
And how has your sound evolved from what 1 to 4th album?
In a way that is now better.
One can only hope, right?
Measurable way.
In a measurable
It's
way.
measurable.
Very cool.
Better.
Measurably better.
Measurably better.
Absolutely.
Improvement.
Yes, we can now hear frequencies as opposed to just like a shit smear of the audio spectrum we used to hear as teenagers.
Very cool. And musical inspirations as of today. I mean, are you still sort of influenced by what you were influenced back then, or there's some new stuff that's creeping into your writing? Or what?
Gosh, I mean, like to begin with, I mean, everyone is very diverse in their musical tastes in this group. I mean, personally, when I got into the band, I was super hard into the dropkick, flogging Molly thing. These days, I listen to like a lot of just like more straight traditional Celtic music. Like Lao is a big one for me. Tyr, Kasir, like a bunch of the more modern sounding traditional Irish stuff. But like at the end of the day, like I have songs that are directly influenced by Rancid and fucking old Pantera stuff. Like, you know.
They own a part of your brain that they'll never go away, right?
Oh, never, ever. Yeah.
Where are you at with that?
I don't write much, but when I do, it's very heavily influenced by 80s and 90s cartoon theme songs. Like, you know, Power Rangers, the Creepy Crawlers commercial, Skeleton Warriors.
He-Man.
Yeah.
No, not He-Man.
No, yeah, that whole genre. It's a genre.
Have the power! That's all.
And you're what instrument are you?
I play mandolin.
You play mandolin. Do you play guitar and bass as well?
I started playing guitar, but I haven't really picked one up in about 5 or 6 years.
How often do you hear something like a jingle or something that sticks in your head? Do you ever hear something that sticks in your head and go home and try to learn it on guitar or mandolin?
Yeah, all the time.
Who's the last nugget that stuck into your brain that you learned?
I would have to say Stonehenge by the mighty Spinal Tap.
Very cool. And you, do you get the do you get the urge to go out and learn, like the Jeopardy theme or whatnot?
Yeah.
Flintstones, I'd say.
Yeah, we've been into the Flintstones lately. Like I said, theme songs are my thing. I learn them all.
Very cool. Very cool. And 3 days in Wisconsin, is that a Renaissance fair? Is that what that is?
You know it.
Very cool.
Bristol Renaissance Fair in Kenosha, Wisconsin, just north of Chicago.
And I guess you probably be playing some more of those on this tour, or is that the only one that you got on this date?
Every weekend. We got Seattle, then Bristol, and then New York.
Very cool.
Yep.
And how did you get into that? How did you get into into that realm of things?
Well,
I mean, into getting into
The Ren Fair
performing at these things.
I brought my accordion and a couple bottles of whiskey just to have fun at a Renaissance fair, and we were just jamming out. It was myself and our keyboardist and a couple of my other friends, and somebody approached me and was like, would you be interested in playing at these? And I said, I'll bring a whole band. And so I just grabbed whichever of my friends were available, and I was like, I know you don't play these instruments, but learn these acoustic instruments so we can get $300 to play at this Renaissance fair. And from that moment, it just never stopped.
Very cool. And I guess you get asked throughout the year to play these things, I would imagine.
Yeah, it started out as that one, and then it just became a tradition slowly.
So you guys are on that circuit now.
Something of a circuit, yeah.
And favorite songs on the new CD?
All of them.
Okay, what about you? Do you have a favorite?
Like, if I had to pick one, Join the Ranks, that Wolfbeard here wrote.
I can tell you, my favorite songs are Side Quest and Sulphur off the new album.
And have you played all the songs that you've recorded live?
I think we've at least practiced them
All but one. We haven't done Sirens.
Sirens live at all?
We haven't. We have a song with that's very implemental with a women's choir.
Oh, very well.
And so we haven't. We sort of planned to do it live at a show with Tenegar Cavalry a few months back, but it kind of fell apart because we just didn't have. We were slackers and didn't put enough practice time and organizational time into getting a women's choir together to do the song, and we felt like it wouldn't really work without it.
Right.
So that's the only song we haven't done. It's called Siren Song. It's about mermaids ripping people's flesh from their bones. Yeah.
Very cool. And any advice for aspiring pirate musicians? Do you have any? Do you have any advice for aspiring pirate or mandolin players?
Yeah, I don't think you should do it. Yeah, just let us do it.
Okay.
That's not true. That's not true. Listen to traditional music. Listen to traditional music and practice. That's all I have to say.
I guess try to make the music good first, and then add the pirate stuff.
That's good advice. That's good advice.
Foundation of sorts.
Sure.
Cool.
But, I'm a musician, so take my advice for what it's worth.
That's why I asked. Very cool. Any final thoughts or words you'd like to share to anybody that might be watching this?
It'd be great if you could come out and see us on our Lawful Evil tour that we're doing this summer. If you happen to listen to the show or watch the show or whatever combination of the two, we're playing all over the country, so look us up. And at the very least, look up our videos and laugh at our poop jokes.
Like, subscribe. What's the other thing that we do on the internet?
Follow.
Like, subscribe, and follow.
Follow.
That's the new economy to some degree, right?
Yeah, or you can put a heart or a laughy face, I think.
Laughy face.
Or a poop. Can you do a poop emoticon yet? Yeah, give us a poop.
Ooh,
To you, although you're strong, you're not last long against the Armada's crew. And when you're dead and the Spanish have fled, pirate Spaniards they'll be through. Now fight your battle and